this is Rose of Sharon, and I'm back again with another series review. I just recently finished Infinity Train Season 4. Of course, I watched the entirety of Infinity Train. I was absolutely entranced with it, enchanted with it ever since it came out. And then I got to see the final season, and I noticed that each season is basically its own arc, because in Season 4, it's Ryan and Mingy, and it takes place in the 70s, and of course they're from Canada. And of course they make it, they don't make it overtly obvious that the two are gay, but I didn't really see anything wrong with that, honestly. I thought it was actually kind of refreshing to see in a way that wasn't, you know, in your face and overt. But it was just really sweet when Ryan would say something that Mingy would blush, which, you know, I thought was indicative of their relationship. But like I said, this was done in a very thoughtful way, and not in such a way that you would think that, oh, yeah, the gay agenda is taking over. But, you know, I'm an ally, so I personally don't see anything wrong with how that was portrayed. I thought it was done in a very polite way and extremely well done, and done in such a manner that it really wasn't offensive, at least not to me. And I just thought that the lessons learned in that particular arc were very important ones for people of all ages to learn. I honestly don't have a whole lot to say about Infinity Train as a whole, but I am sad that the decision was made for Infinity Train to be canceled, which it really shouldn't have been, because it's called Infinity Train. But I mean, it was like all these like never-ending story, and yeah, but we're gonna go into that trope again, that little meme. That's an old chestnut that never, ever gets old, which, you know, it's just funny. But I mean, it's all though, because we're mortal beings, and we're never going to see the entirety of Infinity when we're here. But I just think it's a shame that it was canceled. It had a lot of potential, and it could have been expounded upon, I feel, as it was a very well done cartoon. I thought that it had a lot behind it for a Western made animated feature. I felt like it delved into some very deep topics, and you don't really see that a lot in Western animation. What you would in Avatar. Avatar was one that tackled a lot of those things. Some things like Hey Arnold did, Rugrats did, and I think that was pretty common in the 90s, because animators were kind of avant-garde, and they could do things like that. And I mean, especially with Animaniacs, they took they did some things with innuendo that in this day and age, with the whole woke culture thing, that you just can't do. And it's really sad. I think I'm not really a fan of this whole PC BS that they're doing. But despite the fact a lot of people are kind of upset that there were two gay characters in this particular arc, I don't think it was a problem. I don't think it's a problem with Owl House. I think that the representation is really quite well done, and of course you see some other sexualities that are tackled in Owl House, which is good. Same thing with Steven Universe. It's done in a good way, and I like that the creators are doing this, and there is representation. So, you know, people are getting their voices heard. It's like I said, I just don't like it when things like that are just, you know, is a barrage, and I don't like that. I'm not really a fan of it. But suffice it to say, I really enjoyed Infinity Train. It's a pity that it's no longer going to be making new episodes. I mean, season 4 was the end, and I guess it's up to the viewer to make up their own journeys. I mean, that's what fan fiction is for. That's what my friend and I are doing with Sonic Underground. And well, actually, Saturday morning Sonic Underground, all compiled into one, and basically an ultimate showdown of Ultimate Destiny with a lot of other TV characters and tropes, and it's a lot of fun to write. It's incredible, and I'm thinking of throwing in the international characters too, since Corner Gas has an animated series. I had known about that for a while. I just got into it because I knew about Letterkenny, and I've been a big fan of Red Green for forever. And then I thought, oh, there's another one. It's called Corner Gas. I'm like, when was it released? Oh yeah, 2006. Well, I don't know. That's when I lost my dad. And wait, sorry, that's not when I lost my dad. That's when things started to change for me. 2006 to 2008. 2008 is when I lost my mom. I think everything got lost in the shuffle. I knew Corner Gas existed. It just wasn't something I watched. And now I'm just getting into it, and I absolutely love it. And I fell head over heels for all the characters and the writing and just how witty and snarky it is. And it's slice of life. And of course, it's made into an animated film. Not an animated film, but an animated cartoon. It was, sorry, I'm repeating myself, a show. And it's updated. It's been a new season has been created, and of course I've been watching that. I finished Infinity Train, as you have seen here. I'm going to be watching What If. I'm finishing Resident Evil. I'm going to do a review of that. There are like 4 episodes in that series, and then I'm going to be watching Altered Carbon, the anime, the movie. I'll do a review of that. I plan on watching Wish Dragon, some other obscure animated films that don't really get touched on. Archer has a new season, so I'm going to be watching that. Last time I watched, he was still in the coma. Let's see, I will be enjoying Central Park, JoJo. I've been meaning to finish JoJo. I've been meaning to get back into Hunter x Hunter, and let's see, My Hero Academia, Fire Force. I want to look into because it looks interesting. It's by the same people who did Soul Eater, which I absolutely adore Soul Eater. I'm hoping that I can get into Tropical Rouge Precure, because I love magical girl shows, so it's right up my alley. It's bubbly and sweet and wholesome, and I'm very cheerful and just like cheer fruits. I'm like, yeah, this is definitely my jam. But it's not so much slice of life as Cheer Fruits was, but it's more into the realm of show, which I really enjoy. What other than that am I going to be doing? That's probably it, other than what I just recently told you, but I'm going to be super busy, so just stay tuned. I will continue to update you on my projects, which you will see as they come to fruition. Beyond that, I don't really know where I'm going to be going next. I'm going to be traveling quite a bit in the States, not outside the States. I wanted to go to Israel, but in this climate, it's just not conducive to anybody. But someday I'm hoping that I can go overseas. Beyond that, that's pretty much what I got going on now. So keep it tuned into my channel, and thank you, gardeners, for sticking with me and supporting me through everything. I appreciate that. So, bon,